Alright, we're live. Welcome everybody to the Season 5 PHRL League Finals. I'm gonna be your commentator for today. Joining me for the first match here is gonna be none other than GT3 runner-up this season, Tim Hansen. You're welcome to
Thank you
say
for
hi.
the fine introduction.
Runner-up, what I said. Might have been a bit cruel.
That's alright. Always room for improvement.
As you can probably see in the top right, this first match is going to be between David Miguez and Magdalena Yusova here at Barcelona. They're going to be using the Alfa Romeo car. And we're now going to skip to the race. They're going to get about a 30-second countdown here until they're going to do a formation lap. Then they do a race lap, formation lap, race lap, formation lap, race lap. So it's going to be basically a best of 3 match. I'm going to open my cheap little admin app here. And Tim, just be sure to go back to the pits at the end of the lap.
Yep.
Or before the end of the lap. You can see here, as they just drive down. So the winner of this match is gonna face our side commentator Tim. The winner of that match is gonna face Formula Series champion Theo Cross. They would have faced Kaiko Gashiwa, but he's called in sick, so he's not gonna be with us today. The winner of the match against Theo Cross is gonna face GT3 champion Icebrand Stopler. The way the drivers have been selected for this event is that the top 5 drivers from total points are qualified, along with the champions. So there were 7 drivers in total, 2 of them couldn't make it. That means that we're gonna have a 5-man showdown. Is that the information on lead, Tim?
Yep, that sounds correct to me.
Yeah. So it's a very unique format here, and it's going to be like an ascending ladder, as you see in the top left of your screen.
Curious to see if either of them do any sort of preparation to get their tires in temperature window before we get going, because they're certain to be cold after this outlap.
Yeah, full course yellow here. Alright here, so it's going to be interesting here. It's going to be their own job to make sure that they stay level here. It's going to be challenging.
Yep.
But let's see here, I'm not going to start this 10-second countdown to the race start for the first match of the Season 5 League Finals gets underway.
There we go.
I think you should have got a better start, right? DRS
Hard to
enabled.
tell.
Let's
They look pretty even to me. I think Miguez might have the nose ahead.
Yeah, he's got it.
He does.
Into turn 1, but oh,
He's not going to stay ahead, though.
Let's turn on the driver names.
Magdalena's keeping all 4 wheels on the black stuff.
Yeah. But I think David's actually gonna be on the outside this time.
Ooh,
Oh no,
a
he
little bit of a
switches to the
switch.
inside. Oh, a bit of contact
Oh,
there, I think it's
tempted to
fair.
switch back.
But yeah, they're gonna be close here. Going into the next hairpin here.
You have to be careful with switchbacks in these cars because of the all-wheel drive. You can plow through the corner if you get on the power too early.
Yeah, and then you're gonna just understeer. Straight ahead. I think. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Mercedes has the opposite issue. It likes
Gonna
to
understeer.
kick the back end out.
Yeah, that's one detail I forgot. The top seed from each match is gonna be choosing the car that they're gonna drive. And which side they're gonna be starting on for the first lap. Oh, a big lockup there for David, I think.
Apart from any major mistakes, I think he might have enough of a gap here. He'll be clear for this first round.
It's tough to make a move here. Because you don't have the straight ahead of you like you did if it were a multi-lap race. So David Egan is gonna take a 1-0 lead. It looks like unless he does one here, he's not gonna do.
Plays it safe.
And it is
Magdalena gets a good exit, but it's not enough.
1-0 to David.
And right back into formation.
Yeah. Just we're gonna have to swap sides this time.
Beautifully done, drivers.
Yeah. Perfect start to this race. Or to this event, I would say. Good clean. I think they were going at it for almost the first 2 sectors in entirety.
Yeah, first half of the lap was very tight.
Yeah, and then it's like...
Be interesting to see if David's able to capitalize on having the inside for the second round.
An interesting part of it is also the tire strategy. Magdalene has gone soft, and David has gone mediums. They're not going to be allowed any pit stops between these matches. Tim, you're going to be the next driver up.
Yep.
What car are you going to be picking, you think?
I will be picking the Mercedes.
And we didn't show you much of it, but it's going to be a 3-minute warm-up session we're going to get. Just to get into the groove, feel in the track if there's any difference from the last run they did. Because temperatures and such can change. And more importantly, for David in this case, get fit with the car he's going to be driving. Because they drive very differently. David, of course, currently on a 5-race winning streak in the Formula Series. The numbers say that if he just done one more race, because he missed 3, which meant that he didn't get benefited by the drop round really, he could very easily have won that championship. Ended up just 16 points short in the end. Which is quite impressive when you're basically lost a full race worth of points.
Now, with the difference in tires, I think Magdalena's going to have the advantage off the start because they're going to be warmer, but towards the tail end of the lap, she might struggle.
And the inside line, I think, is not an
because
advantage
this cool down lap, the tires are not going to be warm when they go to start this next round.
And importantly as well, I think the outside line is a very clear advantage in turn 1, especially because you're not going to be very cramped up in the middle. Squeeze the other guy as much as we want. It's going to end this full Brazilian here. 10 seconds to the start, the second lap.
We are off. Who's got the better start this time?
I think Magdalena got a better start. David is actually...
Magdalena.
Yeah, David...
It knows.
I think slight bump, but it's fine probably, but... Oh, she's keeping it.
Magdalena's going to hold the lead through
covered.
2.
Very nicely covered.
See if David can make the same move again.
Yeah. And he got in on the outside here last lap around. So I think he can do the same thing again.
She's gonna go defensive.
Yeah, David's not gonna have the space on the inside that he had last
And
time.
also park it on the apex.
Yeah, beautifully handled. As we go to an absolutely terrible helicopter cam here. We're gonna see if
And she goes wide. So easy to do with that corner.
Yeah, but
However,
he's
the
not
FP
really
speed's gonna
taking
save her.
advantage of it. But we might actually see a third lap here.
I think it's pretty likely.
Yeah.
Although never
Now
don't
it's
count
coming.
David out.
Yeah. Not gonna curse anything.
Get down into this braking zone.
It's usually very difficult to overtake, especially with this layout where you don't really have any
He's got to
control.
run.
He's got a very good run. Oh, he's gonna go for the
Side by
brakes.
side.
Oh, he's wide.
Oh, he's too wide. He's gone off.
That's probably gonna be it, I think. I'm not gonna say too much because these cars are tough to drive.
Just got to keep it clean through the final two corners. We're going to see a third round.
Yeah. It's 1.6 seconds. I doubt we're gonna see anything drastic here happen. Just she can take it as slowly as she wishes because Magdalena Yusova makes it 1-1 across the line.
Now the pressure's on.
Yeah.
They've both used their get out of jail free cards.
Yeah.
Next one to fall is done.
It's currently 1-1 as we said. Very interesting here. Is David gonna get that advantage of the higher seed here? We'll see. Because he's not gonna have the outside line. The outside has won both matches so far. I think David is just trying to heat up those tires as much as he can.
Yeah, I wonder if his inability to capitalize on those first couple corners was due to those mediums being ice cold.
As a command comes in to please speed up a bit. As David's stationary
What
for
has
some
happened?
reason. Something is happening there, I think.
He appears to be moving again.
He's
Not sure what that was all about.
He's just sent me a DM here. I don't have FFB on the wheel.
That's a problem.
That is a major problem. Does he have time to rejoin before Magdalena gets around?
I kind of doubt it. This is a bit of a sticky situation. I will say it's probably he's got a better chance of making it work in this car than he would in the Mercedes. With it, if you don't have force feedback in that car, you will lose the back end and just spin.
Yeah.
It's just a question of when.
Yeah. And it's now gonna be... He's gonna be allowed to go back to pits to refuel. Like, stopping it... stop. Both drivers are gonna go back to the pits here. Just
All right.
because they're fighting on equal terms. Right, so slight delay here to the ending of this match. Which is just gonna let you, Tim, cool down a bit before you do go out there to face whoever wins this next lap here.
I'm excited to see who it is. Magdalena heading back out of the pits, it would appear, and David does the same, so...
Yeah. Alright. I think it's just gonna go as if nothing has happened here. It's gonna...
Pretend that didn't happen. We apologize for the delay,
Yeah,
but we want to make sure we have the best possible go we can here.
Yeah. At the same time as it puts it out of sync, it's also like we're here. It's not like the most official thing. It's not the most serious thing. We're only here to have fun, basically, today. And to see who's the best, of course, but it's not cars that anyone is used to, I think. So having force feedback is obviously quite important. And I'm still not sure if he has it or not.
Not sure, but he seems to be staying with Magdalena, so hopefully he does. Now, it doesn't appear David's gone on to softs either for this one. I may be wrong.
He's still on mediums according to both the live timing screens and to my timing tower that I have. So we should be seeing Magdalena with a slight advantage at the start of the lap, but I think David with an advantage at the end of the lap.
Yep.
Yeah, they're both gonna have been able to put a bit less fuel in the cars as well. Gonna very soon deploy that FCY as well.
Although David's certainly making sure his tires are warm this time.
Yeah, that is very true. Full course yellow deployed there. So,
I can't blame him for doing the same thing.
yeah. Did Magdalena go wide or something? Oh no, that's just a real penalty yellow flag that's showing up for me. Alright, so we're just gonna go through this corner, I think, and then we're gonna start the 10-second countdown for the third time in this match.
And also, just an interesting point, both of them on that last match were about 2 seconds slower than the first round.
David, of course, was wide, so that didn't help him. Alright, 3, 2, and 1.
Alright, let's see who wins it.
Superior start to Magdalena.
Magdalena with the start. David's going to have to slipstream. This could be interesting. Actually, he's got a bit of a run into one.
Yeah. Let's see here.
He's got a lot of a run.
She's braking slightly later, but oh, she's nudging ahead.
Magdalena
Nicely
gonna
clever,
leave him a room.
she believes
I think
in
she's
that
got
car
it.
split. That's fine.
He's gonna try and square up out of 3.
Yeah. Gonna get a slipstream here. Looks like the slipstream
Magdalena's gonna
helps
go
a
defensive.
lot in these cars.
Very defensive.
Very, very defensive. Oh, she's a bit deep.
And she's gone wide.
Take advantage of that. Be careful with
It's
it.
super easy to go wide here. Let's see if either of them does.
Magdalena covers
Hey,
off again.
she goes. This is fantastic to watch. David's got the advantage now into sector 2.
He's gonna stay ahead. Oh, did go a bit deep.
Side by side into here would have been bold. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Oh.
She's practically gonna push him through the corner. I don't think there was any contact made, but certainly it was close enough.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything on the live timing screens. So that's.
Does she go for a move? Ooh, she looks. David's gonna go wide. Who's gonna get the traction? I don't think we've seen these guys fighting into sector 3, so this could get real feisty real quick. Oh, a little bit of a slide from David.
Massive slide. No, I think that was Magdalena who slid.
My apologies.
But David is just about, I think, gonna come out victorious here.
Yep, he's got a good run off the exit. David Miguez is gonna win the first matchup.
Yeah, we're gonna see David Miguez face my commentator.
With the fastest lap of the whole thing.
At the end, yeah, they went fast, slow, and fast. Alright. We're gonna go on an intermission real quick. So, yeah, you're still gonna be able to hear me. Right. It's gonna be about another minute until. All right, David, welcome to the commentary box here. You did a great race at the end. What happened in that second match is what I'm curious to know.
I I had the I had the car in front, and I didn't realize how soon the turn was. So when I went to the right to brake and do like a side to side, I said like, oh shit, if I brake now, I'm gonna be mm, it's gonna be too late, and I'm gonna go to almost to the gravel.
Yeah.
But I have I have the courage to come back on the third and final race, so it was a nice feeling, and yeah, happy to see what next
Yeah.
on the matches.
Yeah. How do you feel now going into the Mercedes for the second match?
Uh it's like a more easy drive to car, I think, because it has ABS, something that the Alfa Romeo doesn't have, and it doesn't have like too much horsepower as the Alfa Romeo.
Alright.
So, but it's difficult to keep it on track. So let's see.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting 3-lap battle
Yeah.
here. And you guys are now free to leave the pits. And Tim, which side are you gonna be picking for the start?
I will be picking the right side.
Alright. Yeah, you're free to leave the pits for 3
Good
minutes of
choice.
practice. 3 minutes of practice starts now. I'm gonna
Okay.
move you into the race with you. Alright. Second match coming now. Very interesting to watch that one. Two drivers that are like been out of PHRL for a while, coming back in, and did amazing performances here in season 5. I think they finished third and third, both of them, or Magdalena might even have finished second in the GT3 championship. 1 second, let me actually verify that. Yes, Magdalena came in second in the GT3 championship. Actually beating this man, Tim Hansen here, who's just in here with us. Big slide for him here. This is, of course, just practice that we're watching at the moment. They're gonna get another 2 minutes of practice here until we go at it again for 3 laps. Potentially just 2 if one of them manages to win both. Both of them have gone medium, it looks like. So that's gonna be interesting to see how they just maybe struggle a bit in the first part with cold tires, and then in the last part when they will have heated up tires, probably be when the cars are on fire. If you're just tuning in, we're on the second match, which is the one that you'll see 1 step right from the left. If that makes any sense to you. Tim Hansen versus David Miguez, who won the first match against Magdalena Yusula. 2-1 he won. So after 3 very close races. And about another 30 seconds of practice until they go to the race. And for those just joining us as well, it's a best of 3 laps format. So it's going to be a formation lap, race lap, formation lap, race lap, formation lap, race lap. Basically. will now go to the race here. After about a 30-second countdown, the formation lap will start. Alright, they now go off the grid here for, first of all, a formation lap where they will just heat up their tires, get side by side, and then just get on the lap, slow down to 80 kph, and then go full speed. Obviously, whoever wins this match is going to be facing the Formula Series champion, Theo Cross, who took the lead after the Brazilian race and in Lagos, and then he managed to just wrap it up at Abu Dhabi in these Formula 3 cars that we were running this season. Who actually beat the top seed, Ashman Stopa, earned his top seed through winning the GT3 championship and having the most points of the two champions. It's a bit of a complicated seeding system, I know, but it will make sense. I hope. Oh, and a big drift there for David. That's interesting. So we're a few minutes off sync here, but that honestly doesn't matter that much since we had to reschedule a bit last minute anyway. But everyone loves a bit of a longer telecast, right? Alright, so Tim Hansen is going to be starting on the right hand side. That's what he chose, and he chose this car as well. Strategically, I would think, because David has just been in the other car, so just giving him a bit of a car that he's not used to. We don't see it in racing at all, basically, these stepladder gauntlet style formats. But we see sometimes in other sports where it's used that the top seed coming into the match has a bit of a disadvantage because the other one is just come off the back of a match and they're like in the groove and all. So let's see if that is the case here as well, as they will now go to a full course yellow, and then pretty much immediately they will not be on full course yellow anymore. Right. 10 seconds until the first race gets underway. 3, 2, 1, and go, it says. And this is an absolutely terrible camera angle, by the way. Anyways, I think Nico's got a slightly better start. But Hansen pulls in behind, gets a slipstream going into the first corner. He's on the inside here. Inside line has proved pretty good, especially in the first corner. I initially thought it was going to be a bit of a disadvantage to have a really tight line, but apparently not. Even on the outside line, he's won 3 out of 3 races so far. But here comes David Bequist. He's going to be on the outside. He's done the switchback move here before. He's going to do it again. No. It's about 4/10 this gap, so I think Tim has already got a pretty clear advantage. Oh, as he goes deep, as does Miguez. And Tim is now just going to pull away even further with that mistake from David. So, Tim's been disconnected for whatever reason. I have no idea what happened there, but alright, anyways, David Negus is probably just gonna race to the line here to claim the first match. This is a very interesting turn of events, because Tim Hansen just disappeared on the face of the earth, basically. So, David Negus comes across the line here to win. We're gonna immediately deploy a full course yellow as he crosses the line. There we go, he's now disconnected. He's gonna have to back up. And so David Negus wins the first match. Interesting. Very interesting. And his internet might actually have just gone blank completely. We're not actually sure. Right, we're gonna place this on an intermission real quick. We'll be back. And we are back on track again, everyone. It seems Tim's internet just went blank, so David Vegas leads them 1-0 going into the second race here. So it's basically just gonna be like Tim crashed out or something. I don't know, but he's got back up now. They're gonna go again. This is gonna be a big challenge for Tim. We'll see. He's got also softs now as well, so he might have that advantage. He was leading quite majorly when he crashed, or when his game crashed, basically. So we'll see. We'll see. We saw, I think, David go slightly deep into the penultimate corner before Tim was disconnected. So Tim had about a 5/10 lead, I think. I'm not sure, but we're not going to talk about that now. We're going to focus on what's going to happen in race number 2. Deployed. Oh! David spins. That's not great. I would probably still guess better to spin now than in the race itself. Let's see. As we're gonna line up going into the penultimate corner here. Is Tim gonna get that better start on the inside? Well, sorry, on the outside, or is he gonna be disadvantaged by not being able to make a move up the inside? We'll see as we get to 3, 2, 1. Race is underway. And I think David got a slightly better start on the outside. I mean, he got a way better start, but Tim is now once again gonna pull to the inside here. And maybe make a move. But David turns him off nicely. It's actually quite big lead for David now. So it's gonna be up to Tim to just try to reclaim that lead, or else he's gonna be knocked out very soon here. Obviously the first match completely out of his control. As they now head down to the chicane here. This is one of the last places to overtake. Or is Tim just gonna focus on the exit? Looks like. Yes. I think Tim got a way better exit actually. So maybe he can pull ahead. Oh, David's wide. David is wide. So it's going to give Tim a big opportunity to get around the outside into what I think is turn 10 here. We get a terrible camera angle. But Tim has gone around the outside. He's going to stay on the inside going into this corner. I think he might actually be getting that win anyway in the second race. And unless David sends one up the inside, which he does, he's going to be able to keep that. Yes! David Miguez is moving on to face Theo Cross. Alright, we're gonna see if we can bring any of them in for an interview. That was a very nice send from David at the end. We're gonna go on to the intermission very quickly. Alright, we now have David Migos with us in the box. Yeah, that was a very nice send into the last corner. What happened there?
I don't know how I did it, but I put all the eggs in the oven and I went for it because I saw the gap and I went straight for it. But I didn't have it a lot easy because Hansen is a really good driver. If he didn't have had that problem on the first race, he absolutely will win because I committed an error. But I'm happy. I'm happy, but I'm also happy because I love to be here and racing with good quality drivers. So, yep.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, you're gonna be on track again in about 3 minutes. So yeah.
I'm maybe gonna put on my suit and go again in the car.
Yeah. And as soon as Theo is in, you're free to leave the pits. I'll tell you. Alright, I'll move you back. And Tim, what happened there with that send at the end?
Well, I'm back up here to commentate a little earlier than I'd hoped to be.
I thought you were gonna run the ladder, but apparently not.
Well, the first round was going good, and that was out of my control. And I suppose the second round, I lifted through turn 2 to try and switch around. So honestly, it was a
Wait, your microphone
uphill
just
battle from that point on. What was that?
Yeah, your microphone just swapped over for some reason.
This first one was out of my control, and the second one I lifted through turn 2 to let him through and try and get like a switch back, and it was an uphill battle from there. I probably should have stayed in it and fought it.
Yeah, and then I guess that send at the end was a bit unexpected.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Alright, that means that we're gonna have you back up here to commentate.
Yep.
Tim Hans, no, not Tim Hansen. David Migos and Theo Cross. It's gonna be this time. The champion of the Formula Series versus the guy that's taking the league finals with Storm at the moment. Could he run this ladder? We'll see. We'll see.
Possible.
Very much possible. But he's got one major obstacle left after this one. We'll see. It's actually Migos is staying in the pits for some reason. Alright, so let's just recap who Theo Cross is exactly. He came in to PHRL this season. He debuted, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And he was pretty competitive right from the start at Silverstone. Especially in the Formula Series, where I think he finished. Did he win the race? Was that what happened? Yeah, I think he did. And then he just. I think he was off the podium once all season. That was at Spa. Around 6. But yeah, he just nudged ahead of Stopper right at the end and won it. Becoming the first champion that was not Stopper since Lars Visser won in season 2. And Aaron Keneally, who also won in season 2. He managed to rack up 75 points in the GT3 Championship and finished 7th, which is quite impressive considering that he missed 4 races in that season. He got two podiums in that as well. Right, that's my driver bio for Theo Cross, who will be seeing if he can meet up with his championship rival from this season in Stopper. Alright, as we now go to the race. What are your predictions here, Tim?
I don't want to make any, but David's got more time in the cars right now. So
Yeah. Right, we're gonna have to
that's
get
honestly
right
my
off.
pick.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to get right away from the grid because David is starting behind us.
Mind you.
Yeah. Oh wait, Teo's been teleported to the pits. I'll be right back. And turning off. That's why you couldn't hear me. I turned my microphone off.
Yeah,
Right.
that'll do it.
Yeah, I was like staying stuck here and like trying to get her attention, but now I realize why. Alright, so
Well.
going into the semi-final here, David Miguez versus Theo Cross. Sorry for that hiccup there. That's actually hilarious. Anyways, yeah, as we say, David's on a roll at the moment, and Theo's been on a roll in the Formula Series, so we're now gonna go to FCY, a bit late, but right, it's gonna be a slightly shorter lap this one, but
A little bit, but that's all right.
yeah, 2 and 1, and they go green.
And I think Teo was in the wrong gear.
Yeah, it really did look like
And a
there
miss
was
shift.
storms ahead. Interesting that he didn't choose maybe the Alfa Romeo to try to copy your strategy of going reverse. But
Possibly.
yeah, he's also gone soft, by the way. Interesting stat. Soft tires only won one race so far out of the 5. And that was Magdalena versus David. Oh, David's deep. Not gonna give you
Very. Hale's just about made up that entire gap he had.
Yeah. Oh, they come together.
Oh, they collide.
David has gone off, and I think Teo's gonna give that place back. Good sportsmanship there.
And we continue on.
Yeah, I didn't basically see who was at fault, but it looked like Teo might have been a bit ambitious inside.
David's gonna go a little bit over the curbs.
Yeah, damage is off, thankfully, so no one
Yeah.
hurt. But let's see here, David.
Now, could we see a dive bomb here? He's a ways back.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do what he wants to do.
Oh, nope, not going for it.
Yeah, this car is just drifting.
Although he's got a good exit, so he's still relatively close.
Yeah, and as we saw from David last
David's
time,
gone wide,
they can move into that
gone
off
very wide.
or this corner.
Oh, Mateo so nearly loses the car.
We're gonna be able to wheel into these.
And this looks familiar to me.
Yeah, and that inside line is actually better than I think it is.
David's got to run. Can he pull up alongside before the line, though?
No, Teo's gonna win the first one.
Wow.
And that is despite
44 thousandths of a second.
that's insane. Yeah, if it's a photo finish, that will be looked at after the race, but I think yeah, we can see the standings at the end of the race of the lap. Wow, what a finish! And that touch they had is not gonna have to be looked at because they gave the position back fair and square. So
David under pressure for the first time now. Down around.
yeah. Yeah, so that's gonna put some pressure on David this second time. I think
Absolutely.
this is gonna be the first time that he goes into a match, the second match, after he's just lost the first one. So yeah, for Theo this is probably a big relief that he made that move because now he knows that he only has to win one of the two remaining. He only has to win both.
And also, having done the rounds myself, I must say that keeping your tires warm on this lap is almost impossible.
Do they cool down that much?
Yeah. Yes, they do. Pressures as well. So the softs have the advantage for sure through the first couple of corners,
Yeah.
which I think Teo needs to take advantage of.
Yeah, interesting that he did take that advantage this time because he made it at the very end of the line, where the tires should be at the worst. In theory, at least. Right, as they line up here, I'm just gonna make share some information that you might have missed. Season 6 of PHRL starts Saturday, the 6th of April, with GT3 race at Silverstone. Formula Series in the VRC Formula Alpha 2007 cars starts the next day, followed racing on every Sunday for the next 10 weeks. And same with the GT3 Championship, that will be every Saturday. Oh, did I see a lag moment there?
I did as well.
Yeah, hopefully it's not gonna mess with the start too much. Oh, yeah, Taylor's got it wrong here again, I think. Not an answer back this time, because he's not getting a pretty good one.
He's got to run.
Oh, yeah, he's overtaken. Despite him
The
being.
position.
Yeah, he was a bit out of position, or David was ahead, even.
Oh, but he
Oh,
lost the
Taylor's
car.
off. Taylor's off, and that means that now all David needs to do is just not
Finish
do
the lap.
anything. Yeah. What pressure does that put on Taylor to question now? Going into the line for this. We locked the rears.
Looked like he just oversteered and overcorrected.
Yeah, the car just snapped massively on him. Can you imagine if he'd taken David with him there? That would have been some drama. Oh! David's wife. Back on again though. seconds there. I doubt that David is going to be able to lose this gap. Especially considering how consistent he's been looking. That's going to twist this race on its head.
Say David is taking it easy though.
Yeah. You might want to keep as much energy in those tires as possible.
I certainly would.
Yeah. Especially just try to extract as much of an advantage as you can in the mediums. As David is going to make it 1-1 going into the third and final race of this match. And oh boy, Teo might have flat spotted his tires when he did that. I think it will.
Well, with damage being off, would that have made a difference?
There's tire wear is on, at least. So I'm actually not sure. Alright, so... Oh, David's gone back to pits. That's interesting. Does he have to top up with fuel again, like he did? Like what happened before? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
This is very peculiar. Teo's just taking it very easily up front. If Teo gets the light...
Teo gets around to the green light. I don't think we can defend David.
Oh, he's leaving the pits again?
Yep, out on track.
I think he might have just, on instinct, thought that he'd won or something, and then just teleported to the pits, I'm not sure. Alright, let's see here. Teo's gonna have to go very slow. I guess the instructions go 60 kph here. Let's see here. How much does David have left lap here? I don't know what the last two sectors are in terms of lap time, but...
Quite a bit.
There's no way that David's gonna make it, right?
No.
Let's see why it's gonna be thrown very soon. And then, yeah, he can go full speed on the ground. Right. So, yeah.
We have an interesting finale
A
here
very
between these two.
interesting one here. David's gonna get that penalty cleared, but... yeah.
Well, all I have to say is that if Teo does not win this,
It's embarrassing.
he's going to have some critics to answer to.
Yeah. Because he could literally just...
32 seconds at the gap, at the line.
Yeah, it's gonna shrink a bit, but yeah, 16 seconds. That's usually not a gap you close on pace. I don't think.
Not in one lap.
Yeah, it was a big mistake.
Well, the rules stated there would be no extra laps for pit stops or any of that, so
No.
ultimately a miscalculation.
Yeah, there's a distinct part in the rules saying pit stops will not be allowed unless, like an extreme case, like what happened before when he lost his force feedback. Alright, so it's gonna be a
The
turn of
climbing of the
David.
ladder is just about done.
Yeah, David is not gonna run the ladder this time. He's gonna have to wait another 3 months to try again here. So, Teo Cross. I won't say the words too early, but Teo Cross is probably gonna be facing Iceburn Stopa in the grand final here. And
There you have it.
line. I think my volume is very low. I'll turn it up a bit. Is this better, audience? Is this better? Hello, hello. Alright, we'll see if anyone would care to have an interview. Wait. Give us about. Alright, welcome, David. That's unfortunate. That's all I'll say. What happened?
Okay, I'm back. Uh, I forgot about my. I forgot about my race. I don't know how I dissociated all the way, and I finished on the boxes. And when I see that Theo was still driving around the track, I say, "Oh shit, we have another race left." And yeah, I fucked up. It may be gonna cost me the victory, but it has a good thing that we are gonna now see Theo and Estopa running side to side.
Yeah.
And we're gonna look how it ends.
Yeah. You did a great job overall, and we'll hope to see you back on track in 2 weeks' time at Silverstone.
I hope so. I hope
He's
so.
getting marked up.
I'll try to be there.
Alright. We'll move you back and we'll bring Teo in.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Apologize for the language there.
Yeah. Alright, Teo. Congratulations on the, let's just say, strange win.
Yeah, thank you. It was a bit strange. Pure luck, but most of my race wins were, so I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, and you're now gonna face the man you beat to the title. In the
Yeah,
Formula Series.
these cars are more his style, so I'm fully expecting a loss here. But I mean, fair play. He's just a really good driver, so there's not much I can do.
Yeah. Alright, what are you hoping for now? Starting on the right hand side, by the way, because he's just chosen left.
Well, preferably the Mercedes, but knowing that he's listening to this, it'll probably end up being the Alpha. But
Oh no,
I
we're
can
going
deal with
Mercedes
either.
again.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. All I'm hoping for then is a clean race, no spin out like lap 2, and yeah, I mean, I hope he doesn't make any mistakes, because if he does, it could cost him the win, and he wholly deserves it. So.
Yeah. After that spin you had in the second match, how nervous were you that the thing was gonna happen again in the third one?
It was just a misshift from me. I shifted down too quickly, and the engine braking took over, so I spun out. I've just got to control the braking, get the braking point correct, and I'll be good.
Alright. We'll move you back, and practice will start very shortly.
Thank you.
More.
Alright, I'll be right back. Give me like 1 minute. And you'll watch over these guys. I trust you.
Right.
Alright, welcome everyone. Watch the
The
final of the league finals.
Over.
What's that?
Practice just wrapping up.
Yeah.
Tiger goes wide through the final corner. So hopefully he's got that out of the way and doesn't do it in the race.
So yeah. Right, just making some quick visual adjustments for the pleasure of you, the viewers. Alright, as we now go to the race. Oh shit, David's on the grid. uh, might have to kick him from the server. I was asking, Ice Tiger's now asking us for how many beaters you need. Teleport us to the pits as well. Very good start from him. This race.
Well, this has gone wonderfully. And he will, I assume, have controls locked for about 30 seconds, and then we'll be able to try and catch up to Teo.
Yeah, I got 30 seconds when I teleported now, so we'll see. It's funny how you just came in here. About 10 minutes ago, I had to get the whole format explained to him because he hadn't read the rulebook before. So, we'll see how this goes. Are we gonna have a similar situation to the Migos match? No, he's doing the bits now. Alright. Let me just do a quick driver bio of Weapon Stoken like I did with Theo Cross. Alright, he is let me just count here. A 6-time PHRL champion. He has won the GT3 championship on 4 occasions and the Formula Series on 2 occasions. And finished runner-up once in the Formula Series and third once in the GT3 championship. So, pretty much the most decorated driver in PHRL ever. Joined mid-season 1, 4 races in, and he still won it by a landslide, so yeah. And how many times has he beaten you to the title, Tim?
Let's not start that conversation.
Oh, there's a GT3 check-in that's just opened, that's great. We'll not talk about that time when Gabriel spun out on the last lap, or with a few laps remaining. I'm sorry, I don't want to remind you now.
It was eventful. It is almost go time.
That's true. Let's not hope for any non-planned disconnections mid-lap or forgetting that you're gonna have to race. What we will hope for, though, is some crazy-ass dives.
Oh, I think we're gonna see something.
Yeah. Teo probably doesn't expect to win, like he said in the interview.
Yep. Although I think he's more familiar with this format than Ice Tiger is, based on the number of questions he's been asking.
Yeah. And it's go time, and Teo with a fantastic start. Oh my god. Did he get off the line well there? Slipstream though, we've seen extremely powerful. How many laps do you think Ice Tiger's turn of practice?
Not many, is my
Not many.
my guess.
Based on the fact that I didn't even know what car we were racing, so...
He's just going by the seat of his pants.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Teo just narrowly ahead here. Haven't seen much of a challenge yet. But that might come later on in the lap. As long as Theo doesn't repeat what he did in turn 1 in race 2 before, he should probably be good with this gap. Nice Brian going a bit over the curbs there, but I think it's fine. It's about a second, the gap at the moment.
Yeah, it is. It is growing a little bit, possibly concerning for Ice Tiger here in this first round.
Yeah, and that means he'll have to win the next two. If oh my God!
Oh, and the lockup.
Yeah, I think he was just making one last shot at a dive.
That braking zone is earlier than you think, though.
Yeah, I think he might have just said, "Why not?" and just went for
Yep.
a massive dive. And like, what did he have to lose? Not much. So it's gonna be Theo Cross with a 1-0 lead.
1-0.
On to the first one. Interesting star. Could he win?
He very well could. He seemed to have the pace advantage as well, even barring mistakes.
Yeah, so we're now on to the formation lap again here. Or we're going to be swapping sides this time. That means that Theo gets me so far unfavorable left-hand side. Because the right-hand side has seemed very good. I don't know if it's just that we've been lucky every time someone has been on the right-hand side, or if it's actually that much better. Do you have an answer to that question?
I think it's just your reaction time to the full course yellow going out, really.
And it seems like even if you get the worst start, you'll probably still be able to get the slipstream and get in on the inside for turn 1.
Yes, as you saw me do twice.
First time didn't work out very well in the end.
Not in the end.
Alright. As we approach the start of what could be the last race of this telecast.
But it might not be.
We know that Icebrand is a very quick driver when he gets in there. Just has to lock in a bit. That sun, by the way, has been terrifying our drivers since Season 2. Oh, they came together. It was a very light touch between the two.
Well, we're getting ready to go.
For potentially the last, potentially the penultimate time. Icebrand will just hope for a good start, I think. As we get to the line. Once more, 3, 2, and 1, and it's go, go, go. Save got a better start again.
He did.
Way better start.
Although Ice Tiger's gonna get the slipstream.
I think Tango's still pulling away though.
Watch the dive. There it is.
Oh, lock up.
Oh, he's locked up. Over the grass.
He spins him
And he's tagged him.
out. Yeah, and he's gonna have to give that position back. Unless he wants a potential...
He's not going to.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he does.
There we go. Alright. They go again. That's the second collision we've seen.
Oh, Eddie's nearly lost it.
Not the start that Ice Tiger would have been hoping for.
Mercedes is a vicious car under power.
Yeah, especially when you probably not turn a single practice lap. Apart from, of course, the 3 minutes of practice he had earlier. You know, in some real-life motorsports these days, they say like drivers get too much practice before the races. This is just pure jump in and do what you can, basically. Oh, and he's lost it. And with that, I can wrap it up.
Very well may. He's even further back than he was last time.
Yeah, that was a costly mistake. Hitting him first up in the first chicane and then
Tails
losing
just
it.
gotta survive.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was Taylor that spun here on a formation lap before. I think it was David. But going into the penultimate corner here, Theo Cross looks like he is going to win the season.
He's gonna lead.
5 PHRL.
And as we come out of the final corner,
yeah, he's gonna win the season 5 PHRL League Finals. Your champion. And cross the line. It's gonna be a 2-0 victory. He wins quite convincingly in the end. As he pulls a donut on us here. Alright, this was a pretty fun event, I would say.
I would agree with that.
Very unique. Unique formats. Lets us all try something new. Well, I didn't get to race, but I think for the drivers it's short bursts, like we said with the race of Pharaohs. It's a few short races, keeps you engaged, then you get a quick break and you do it again. And I think we could see this event returning in the future, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I thought it was a great event.
Yeah. And it's about the same length as a regular race. So, even with some technical difficulties and all of that. And we're gonna see if anyone wants to get in for an interview. If our champion wants to get in for an interview, maybe. Right. If you see someone respond. Alright. Theo, congratulations.
Hello.
League Finals
Thank you very
champion,
much.
Formula Series champion.
Yeah,
Well,
it feels good.
yeah.
I don't really know why he couldn't quite keep up. I fully expected him to be either on my tail or me falling behind, but yeah, it was really fun. I really enjoyed that sort of format of event with little sort of sprint races. Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah. I didn't quite see what happened there in turn 1 of the second race. Did he just like tag a rear end?
Yeah, it was. I think it was a bit accidental. We were going into turn 1. I sort of gave him the space. I think he locked up a little bit, went onto the curb, and then his car skipped off the curb and sort of clipped me in the bumper, and it just sent me off. But he gave up the position, so it's fine.
Yeah. A similar incident happened between you and David earlier, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I misjudged the braking zone, and I just went into the back of him, and I gave the position back.
Yeah, you seem to have good pace though. You seem to like this Mercedes as well.
Yeah, it's really nice to shift with. You can basically just not use the clutch if you get the shifts right, and it makes the shift so much quicker. So there's some good pace in the straight line, especially on the pull away from the green flag. You can just sort of like rip through the gears without using the clutch. It's really nice.
Yeah, we saw you once. I think it was in the first race versus David. You walked down a little. Is that something that happens easily?
Basically, I accidentally deactivated my pit limiter, so I sort of pulled away a little bit and went into the red delta, so then I had to put it back into the pit limiter, but then I had to go into first gear as well, and then I was in the wrong gear, and then I deactivated the pit limiter, then I reactivated it, and it was just a whole kerfuffle, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, and final question: do you think you can keep this momentum into season 6?
Fully. I absolutely love the cars that have been chosen. We've already got a livery pretty much set up and sorted. I'm putting in some really nice lap times. I think we're looking positive going into the next season.
That's great to hear. Congratulations once again on both this and the Formula Series title.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you again in 2 weeks' time.
See you in 2 weeks.
For the season opener of season 6.
Can't wait. See ya.
Can't wait either. Alright, Ice Brand Stopa, you
Hello.
seem to stay with them a bit, but you're a bit too fast, or whatever.
Yeah. Fun car though.
Yeah.
Quite like this car. I think we drove it as well like 2 months ago on Spa. That was a good time.
Yeah. It seemed like you just couldn't keep up. Is that down to you
No.
just no practice or just
Yeah.
not prepared?
I don't know. I don't really know this track.
I was saying the same question, but did you just tag his rear end in turn 1 there? And second race?
Yes.
Yeah. Tim, do you have any more questions?
I do not.
Alright.
Nothing about keeping momentum into the next season. Damn.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Damn.
What
Not
are your
getting
goals
the special
going in?
friends for pref. Come on, guys.
Do
What
you
is
think
this?
you can reverse this momentum into season 6?
Hopefully. I haven't driven the cars yet. But they should be fine, I think,
the
maybe.
GT3 course you have.
Not a Formula Series.
Yeah.
I mean, GT3 should be fine, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Hansen is on a new car for next season, so that should help me.
And I might add, it's fast.
Sure.
Lambo's been looking on fire when.
Luckily, you've got
someone has actually
BOP, so that's it's gonna help my car more than yours.
Yeah. You see, the shit talking is already starting to take place here.
Well, logically, if you've got the new POP, my car's probably got minus ballast than with Victor.
Yeah.
I should be flying.
I will
Yeah.
say that I am already below the BMW lap times.
Yeah. You see here, this is gonna be the very interesting title fight going into season 6 between these two, hopefully, and maybe even
Yeah.
someone else.
Victor, when
Hi.
is the BOP gonna be public, by the way?
Probably about a week before the first race.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. With that said, big thanks for watching this this telecast. It's been great fun to watch from the commentary box. And I hope we'll see all of you in 2 weeks' time at
All
Silverstone.
0 people watching right now.
Shut up. We'll see everyone that has watched at Silverstone in 2 weeks' time. And
One
then-
viewer. It's me. I have the stream open. You're talking to me right now.
Let me just finish my sentence. We'll see you at Silverstone in 2 weeks' time. Until then,